स्टार्टअप तो आई थिंक आपकी लग गई। श्रीराम श्रीराम Hey guys, so we are going to start our today's lecture. Am I audible? First of all, tell me, is voice clarity is okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's start a lecture. Today we will do topic of modifiers. And it has left present perfect, and today we're supposed to do the past perfect as well. So we'll do this. What are the modifiers and how to use them correctly? Let's first of all discuss its definition. What are modifiers? A working definition for the word modify is to change or to alter something. कह रहे हैं कि modify का क्या मतलब बनता है? Modify is when you have to change something that or alter something that is called as modify. This definition is the same when considering the purpose of modifiers within a sentence. कहते हैं इसकी ज़रूरत तब पड़ती है जब एक सेंटेंस के अंदर हमें नज़र आता है कि कोई चीज़ मॉडिफाई करने की ज़रूरत है, उसका जो मीनिंग है वो सही से निकल के नहीं आ रहा, सो दैट इज़ हाउ वी सपोज टू यूज़ द मॉडिफायर्स इन दैट सेंटेंस. A modifier changes, clarifies, qualifies, or limits a particular word in a sentence in order to add emphasis, explanation, or detail. So, what is the meaning of or what is the purpose of modifier? They are trying to tell कि ये चेंज भी करता है, क्लैरिफाई भी करता है, क्वालिफाई भी करता है और लिमिट करता है पर्टिकुलर वर्ड को सेंटेंस के अंदर, जिससे कि आपको एक क्लियर डिटेल एक्सप्लेनेशन मिल सके. Modifier tend to be descriptive words such as adjective and adverbs. Modifier phrases such as adjective clauses and adverbial phrases also exist and tend to describe adjectives and adverbs. कह रहे हैं कि जो modifiers होते हैं वो जनरली adjectives और adverbs के साथ ही बनकर बनाए जाते हैं. Modified phrases such as adjective clauses or adverbial phrases जो हैं these are also exist tend to describe adjectives and adverbs. तो ये भी वहाँ पे एग्जिस्ट करते हैं एडजेक्टिव और एडवर्ब को बताने के लिए. इसकी एग्जांपल देने के लिए बोल रहे हैं टू इलस्ट्रेट द पावर ऑफ मॉडिफायर्स कंसीडर द फॉलोइंग सिंपल सेंटेंस. सारा वाज अ श्योर फिट फॉर जूनियर प्रॉम क्वीन. Now consider the same sentence with multiple modifiers added. The blonde girl named Sarah, who was a foreign exchange student from England, quickly climbed the ladder of popularity during her junior year, smiling her way through cheerleading and an ASB presidency term. She inched near the top and was a sure fit as a junior prom queen. The additional details in the sentence by way of modifiers engage the readers and hold their attention. So there was a simple sentence they have said when you add something into it like the modifiers, तो जो पूरी स्टोरी है वो रीडर का अटेंशन खींचने के लिए ज़्यादा अच्छे से काम कर सकती है. Like most writing techniques, modifiers can be brilliant when used correctly and effectively. On the other hand, if a modifier is used incorrectly, the meaning of the sentence can become blurred or distorted. This is true with dangling modifiers and other problematic modifiers. कह रहे हैं कि अगर इनको अच्छे से ध्यान से हम यूज नहीं करते हैं So it can be a problem because the image of the sentence would be changed, it could be blurred, it could be damaged or distorted भी हो सकती है. Misplaced modifiers. One of the most common problem is where to place them. Specifically, modifiers can cause confusion or unintentional humor in a sentence when they are placed too far from the noun they are modifying. कहते हैं इनका असल काम क्या होता है, किसी नाउन को मॉडिफाई करना होता है, लेकिन अगर हम इनको नाउन से कुछ ज़्यादा दूर या इधर उधर प्लेस कर देंगे तो सेंटेंस गलत भी हो जाता है, कई बार ह्यूमरस भी बन जाता है. They bought a car for my sister they call pumpkin. ये आपको एग्जांपल दे रहे हैं. There is a one sentence. They bought a car for my sister they call pumpkin. So if you read the sentence, you see that it is not very clear. They're saying in this sentence, pumpkin is the car's name, not the sister's. But this is not clear. This confusion and unintentional humor is the result of a misplaced modifier. To correct this error, move the modified closer to the noun it modifies. They bought a car, they call pumpkin. So they call pumpkin, it should not be at the last, it should be near to it. They bought a car, they call pumpkin for my sister. So उन्होंने कार खरीदी जिसका कार का नाम pumpkin था sister के लिए. So otherwise if we will take the first sentence, it will be a confusion because here it will come up that शायद जो sister का नाम है वही जो है वो pumpkin निकल के आ रहा है. Limiting modifiers such as only and always enforce restrictions on the subject, noun or pronoun they immediately precede. The following is a list of other common limiting modifiers: just, almost, hardly, at first, simply. If a limiting modifier does not precede the subject or noun, the meaning of an entire sentence can change. Notice the difference in the following sentence. Only Jessica wants pizza. So they are saying कि अगर ऐसे words जो हैं जैसे कि इनको हम limiting modifier बोल रहे हैं जिसमें just, almost, hardly, only, simply, only जैसे words आ रहे हैं तो वो बता रहे हैं कि अगर इनको सही ढंग से नहीं सेंटेंस में प्लेस किया गया तो ये पूरा सेंटेंस का मीनिंग ही चेंज कर देते हैं. एग्जाम्पल इज देयर, ओनली जेसिका वांट्स पिज्जा. दिस सेंटेंस implies that Jessica is the only person who wants pizza. Jessica wants pizza only. So on the other hand, the sentence above indicates that Jessica wants pizza and nothing else. So in the two of the sentences, we can say the meaning, it totally changes just by changing or placing the modifiers. So that is the power of modifier. That if you will place it in the sentence without understanding, then it will change the entire meaning of it. It happens that you may have something different into your mind, or you want to say something differently, you want to convey something differently, and if you will place it wrong, then what will happen? The meaning, it would come in a different sense. The best way to ensure that a limited modifier is used right in a sentence is to consider the meaning that is to be conveyed and ensure the subject or noun associated with that meaning is placed as close as possible to the limited modifier. कह रहे हैं कि इसको जांचने का एक ही तरीका है, that is the right sense or the right meaning. If a right sense or meaning is coming, it means you have placed it correctly. But if its placing is confusing something, then it means there is some problem. We need to change the place of that modifier. Pre-modifiers. Pre-modifiers are the modifiers which modify the words that follow them in sentence. Conventionally, the adjectives are usually placed before the nouns. So most of the adjectives are pre-modifiers. Adverbs are often placed before the words they modify. Articles, determiners, demonstratives, proper adjective, descriptive adjective, compound adjective, participles, etc. are the adjectives which come before the noun and modify it. Conjunctive adverbs, sentence adverb, and some other adverbs can work being placed before the verbs, adjectives, other verbs. So these are the examples they are trying to tell that this can also be used as a pre-modifiers. Now there are post modifiers. Post modifiers are the modifier which comes after the words they modify. Customarily, the adverbs come after the verbs and modify. The front which will come, that is adjective, after which will come, that is adverb. However, some adjectives also come after the nouns and modify them. There are chances of coming the adjective as well as at the end, but they are saying mostly adverbs would come at the end. Most of the adverb of time, manner, place, direction usually come after the verbs they modify. Okay. So these are some of the examples, or this is what the lecture is about. The modifiers, a question it can come to you like that as examples is it has been given over there. Means when you will read the sentence, you will feel like the sentence is wrong because of the misplacing of the words. You just have to see from the sense point of view and place it where you feel like yes, we should place it. Then the question will be solved. So modifiers are basically they are saying to avoid the confusion and to clear the detail एंड एक्सप्लेनेशन. आपकी जो हेडिंग है, जो आपकी व्हाट यू कॉल डेफिनेशन है, उसी में उसने बताया है मॉडिफायर चेंजेस क्लैरिफाई क्वालिफाई लिमिट्स अ पर्टिकुलर वर्ड in a sentence to add emphasis, explanation or detail, so to make it more clear, to make it more appealing. That is how they are saying the modifiers are used. So the question it would come to you for 1 or 2 marks in to your paper, but we're supposed to see that why these are important, because when you draft something, the actual sense it should also come out, because जब तक उसकी सेंस अच्छे से सेंटेंस की नहीं निकल के आ रही है, उस सेंटेंस का कोई मतलब नहीं है लिखे जाने का. तो लेट्स डिस्कस आवर नेक्स्ट थिंग जो हम रोज कर रहे हैं, दैट इज टेंसेज. आज हम जो टेंस की बात करेंगे वो सबसे पहले है प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस. Present perfect tense, I think you all know what is present perfect tense. It is more of time denoting. It tells you that something perfectly when it has been covered, means जो काम हो चुका है और आपको लगता है completely वो काम हो गया है, उस टाइम पे हम लोग present जो perfect है वो tense है वो यूज करते हैं. इसके rules और regulations हैं has और have plus verbs third form. So he, she, it and name we apply has, and I, we, you, they we apply have plus verbs third form. In affirmative sentences, when negative it will come, it will become has not or have not, and interrogative it will be has and have, it will be at the beginning of the sentence. And for interrogative it will be has subject not. So this is what you call interrogative negative. So there are 4 categories in it. One is affirmative, one is negative, one is interrogative, and the last is interrogative negative. So that is what you call a present perfect tense. अब इसका use कहाँ पे होता है? Where do we use it? They are saying present perfect और past indefinite में बहुत confusion है. Because if I say I completed my work or I have completed my work, seems like both are similar. Can anyone tell me what is the difference between both of the tenses, past indefinite and present perfect? अगर मैंने सेंटेंस लिखा है I completed my work और I have completed my work, तो दोनों में बेसिकली क्या डिफरेंस आपके सामने निकल के आ रहा है? प्लीज राइट डाउन इन चैट बॉक्स. I have completed my work or I completed my work. What is the difference? I completed my work or I have completed my work. Okay, let me type it over here. I completed my work and I have completed my work. What is the basic difference? What do you see that this is the difference? I completed my work and I have completed my work. Harpreet Singh had. भाई had तो मैंने बताया ही नहीं. मैंने 2 चीजें बोली, I completed और I have completed. Yes, Rakibul Islam, what is the meaning? I am just asking what is the difference?
ਪਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਵਾ ਉਹ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਹੁਣੀ ਰੀਸੈਂਟਲੀ ਕੰਪਲੀਟ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਡ ਆ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਨਾ
हैड तो बेटा
ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ
आप बोलिए नहीं, आप
ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿ ਰਿਹਾ
पास्ट
ਸਰ ਹੈ
इंडेफिनिट बोले सिर्फ।
ਆਹੋ हैव
बिल्कुल
कह रहे
सही
हैं ਜਿਹੜਾ
बोले,
है वो
दैट्स टोटली राइट आंसर। हरप्रीत is giving right answer. When you apply I completed my work, it means it is into the past। और जब हम have लगाते हैं तो it means ये अभी हुआ है। बिल्कुल सही है। सुजय कामल is also right। कंप्लीटेड EADT में कर दिया है, पास्ट में कर दिया है। ओके ओके ओके, यस यस, सो दिस इज अ बेसिक डिफरेंस। So if you say that I completed my work, it means you have done it earlier, and if you're saying I have completed my work, it means it's the most recent one। That's why, or that is the basic difference between the past indefinite and the present perfect। Very good, बिल्कुल सही विशाल ठाकुर जी, आपने भी सही बोला है। गुड। एनीवन एल्स जिसको लगता है कि नहीं इसमें कुछ और डिफरेंस भी हो सकता है? डन। चलिए, लेट मी आस्क यू क्वेश्चंस नाउ। So I've given you, did you do your work? Change it in present perfect। So have you finished the work? Okay। Okay, have you done your work? Have you done your work? Have you finished your work? Okay. So that's right answer. We have applied have, and with it we have applied verbs third form. So that is perfectly right answer. Good. And now change it into the same word. Change it into future continuous। Future continuous. Change it into future continuous। Will you be doing your work? Will you be doing your work? Will you be doing your work? Will you shall be doing your work? Well, doctor. Sir, voice is not audible. Amandeep, I have asked that change the same sentence in future continuous tense। Vishal Thakur, why have we applied shall over here? will you be doing your work? ठीक है. विशाल जी शेल क्यों लगाया यू के साथ? चलिए चेंज इट इनटू प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूस. Okay. Change the same in present continuous. Change it into present continuous tense. ओके गुड. अमित जी प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट में कैसे चले गए? डू यू डू योर वर्क? प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूस में आता आर यू डूइंग योर वर्क? प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूस आर यू डूइंग योर वर्क? Okay, one thing more I would like to tell you that whatever we are doing over here into this class, especially the grammar thing, for that grammar you supposed to make one file as well, because there will be a viva of yours of English. Viva means to say that there will be external examiner who will come into your college and from other college and will conduct the spoken viva. So you need to carry one file with you. So what you can do, you can make what do you call the notes on your grammar part, as we are doing from last I think many days. What can you do? Write down on very clearly on page on your pages of course, and then keep it into your file and make one file and make the front page of that file write down English lab file, and code it would be BTHU 10218 102-18. That would be your code. And on the left hand side write down your name, like your name, your class, and up to then you would get your roll number, so you should also write down your roll number. And on right hand side write down my name. Okay, submitted by or submitted to. Submitted by your name, your class, and your roll number. Submitted to my name. My name is Dr. Rakesh Kumar, and Associate Professor, Gulzar Group of Institutes. Just write down these three things on submitted to. So that would be a front page. English lab file BTHU 102-18, submitted by your name, your class, your roll number, submitted to my name, my designation, and Gulzar Group of Institutes, my college. So need to then in the rest of the pages write down the grammar work. So whenever the external will come, so you can show that okay, these are the activities we have done into the class. All right, clear to everybody? Or if you have any question, you can write down in the chat box. Okay, I'll give you more of the sentences. Forget the previous one. Just recent one, which sentence I have posted. Tell me, is it right sentence or not? If it is not, what can be written over here? If it's the right sentence, then you can write on it's a right. But if you think the sense does not come out of it, then you can write down what do you think that it should be written over here. Yes, please. It's correct, Vishal Thakur. Okay. What about others? Right, hai, sir. Amit. Okay. Hurry up, guys. लंका बहादुर शाही, ये कोई नया स्टूडेंट है या आपकी अटेंडेंस हो चुकी है? लंका बहादुर शाही, लवराज शाही आप तो नहीं हो? लंका बहादुर शाही, ठीक है ठीक है ठीक, ओके 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 ओके। भाई मीटिंग ही छोड़ गया, क्या हो गया? Yes, correct. Harpreet, correct. What about other students? Vishal, Amit, and Harpreet. What about others? Abdullah Al Nauman, is it right or wrong answer? विशाल, नहीं भाई मैंने कुछ बुरा थोड़ी पूछा, मैंने तो ये पूछा कि नया बच्चा तो नहीं है। चलिए बताइए प्लीज। भाई और बच्चे भी हैं क्लास में, मोहम्मद सलमान काजी जी, अब्दुल्ला अल नमान, सोहेल सिंह, बताइए। liked him but not now. Okay, Sujay Kamble, I liked him but not now. Okay, that is also right. You can say another way of writing it. I liked him but not now. Yes, you know, think of this thing. It's a language. कोई भी एक expression है, you can say it in a different ways. I liked him before but now I don't. Okay. बिफोर लिखने की बेटा जरूरत नहीं है, लाइक्ड का मतलब ही पास्ट है, इसका मतलब ही है कि मैं इसको पास्ट में पसंद करता था। सो इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी दैट यू सपोज टू डू इट। यस, फाइन। व्हाट अबाउट अदर स्टूडेंट्स प्लीज? Yes, basic thing is like, just try to understand what we are doing. We are just trying to see that the sense, it should come out in a right away. So when we have you know when we have said that something into the past, so it's all already clear by this. When you write down into the past indefinite that I liked him, it means it is into the past. So in future, or if you want to write down into present, that can be clubbed that I liked him but now I don't, means मैं उसे पसंद करता था लेकिन अब पसंद नहीं करता हूँ. So this is the combination of two of the sentences. One, it comes into the past indefinite, and second, it comes into the present indefinite. I used to like him earlier, but not anymore. Look, this is another way. Vishal Thakur is also right. That's why I've said that there are several ways you can express yourself. So that's another line you can use. I used to like him earlier, but not anymore. Right answer? Yes. Okay, one thing more I'd like to ask. In your classroom, let me share my screen with you first so that you can see what I am wanting to say to you. Okay. So these are the things which I'm posting here. These are called as assignments. I think I've told you that paper which you will solve into your final exams, it would come for 60 marks. But the rest of the 40 marks you would get from your internals. So internal, it comprises of your attendance, your assignments, and your MST marks. So these are compulsory for you. You should do it. Grammar quiz. I told you that you're supposed to do it. Okay, 14 people have attempted so far. Assignment on indefinite. 4 people only turned in. 4 people. Who are the 4 people I can see over here? Laishrang Shivdat, Amandeep Singh, Sujay Vijay Kamble, and Vishal Thakur. These 4 people have only done it. But I would say this thing. Sujay Vijay Kamble and look, they have used technology very well because they did not use the paper, because I have already attached one of the document with it. So they wrote over here. I wrote the name. So it's with Sujay Vijay Kamble, BTech Automation and Robotics, Rules of Indefinites. He wrote it over there, and along with the examples. Perfectly fine. Okay. So this is what I was expecting that you would write like that. Assignment on indefinite. Grammar quiz. 14. Okay, good. Write rules of continuous and make sentences. Again, what I'm saying, I think only those, yes, the same 4 students. Laishram, Amandeep, Sujay, Vijay, and Vishal. Vishal and Amandeep, for you, it's let me make it more easier for you. You can see your screen. When you will open up the assignment, there is one attachment along with it. So you need not to write down on a paper and click the picture or scan it and then you attach it. You can simply just write down in those docs. Like Laishram Shivdat has written over here. You can see that's his name, BTech Civil Engineering, and he wrote all the rules over here. So that will be easier for you.
So writing and reading is good. That's why I wrote
If it will be harder for you to upload, then I can understand.
So writing and reading is good. That's why I wrote it.
Fine, fine. Perfectly fine. So what about other students? The only 4 are showing. I keep repeating it. This is technology. Everything which is going on these days, you know that whether it is because of Corona or anything else, this is digitalized. And what do you mean by digitalized? Matlab, digitally, university is aware of what we are doing. As you can see right now, your screen, you can enter into your classroom, you can see the work of yours. So simply, university is also able to see everything which is happening on a Google Classroom. So very fairly you would get your internals. बाद में कोई बच्चा नहीं बोलेगा मुझे इंटरनल मार्क्स कम दिए गए, क्यों दिए नहीं दिए गए, क्योंकि जब आप लोग यहाँ पे इसको अटेम्प्ट ही नहीं करो, 17 असाइंड हैं, 4 उसको टर्न इन हो रहे हैं, तो व्हाट आई शुड से, तो जो स्टूडेंट्स जितने भी हैं अपनी गूगल क्लासरूम में जाके आपकी जो असाइनमेंट्स आती हैं इनको साथ साथ कवर करते रहिए, कोई बड़ी असाइनमेंट्स नहीं है। हाँ, एक चीज़ आपके लिए हेल्पफुल हो सकती है विशाल, मुझे और दिमाग में आया, जैसे आपने ये असाइनमेंट है, आपने इसको हाथ से लिखा है, तो यू कैन कीप दोज पेजेस एंड पुट इट इनटू योर फाइल एज आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट द फाइल. So this would be very much beneficial for you, because when you would appear for your viva, you can carry those pages with you and can say this thing, this is the work which I have done into my class.
So that's what I wrote in the comment section.
Good,
If you
very
had
good.
told earlier, then I would have made it on A4 sheets and kept in the file.
Fine,
Now
very
it's in
good,
notebook.
very good.
Excuse me,
Good.
sir.
Yes, Rakubil.
I have wrote
Bolliye.
the assignment, but I can't able to send you. How can
Why,
I send
beta?
you the assignment?
Why? What is happening? If you have written down your assignment, look, there are two ways. One is, as I've told you, that when you will see your assignment, let me see if I'll make it edit, and if I see, look, here it is written students can edit, and that is how Sujay Vijay has done it. So one is that you should write down only in the page which is attached over here. Another thing is you can make the PDF of it, or you can send it with the the file, make it the attachment. There will be provision of sending as attachment. So आप वहाँ पर attach भी कर सकते हैं. But basically मैं आपको बोल रहा हूँ कि अगर आप इसके अंदर ही अपना रिकॉर्ड रखना चाहते हैं, तो आपके साथ ही मैं एक पेज है जो अटैच करके भेजता हूँ, आप उसके अंदर उसको लिख सकते हैं. ठीक है?
Okay, sir.
Is it fine?
सर
हाँ
सर
जी,
फाइल
बोलो,
कब तक बनानी है टेंस वाली?
ये बेटा नाल बनाई जाओ.
ओके
हाँ, बेटर है नाल, क्योंकि इकट्ठी बनाने के लिए आपको दिक्कत हो जाएगी, इट विल बी हार्ड फॉर यू. सो बेटर आप इसको साथ साथ बनाओ.
सारे टेंस लिखने हैं?
कोशिश करो जो हम कर रहे हैं सारे कर लो, एटलीस्ट ग्रामर वाला पार्ट हमारी फाइल बन जाए. ये आपका अलग से एक वो है वाइवा, जिसको बोलते हैं 50 मार्क्स का वाइवा होना है. इसके भी 30 मार्क्स आपके फाइल के जाने हैं और 20 मार्क्स आपके वाइवे के जाने हैं. 50 नंबर का वाइवा है, आपके सिलेबस में है, इसको हम इंग्लिश लैब बोलते हैं. One is English, which we are learning into form of like how can you improve your writing skills or reading skills, I can say. लैब में हमारी स्पोकन स्किल का होता है. अभी जैसे मैं ये चीज़ें बता रहा हूँ, को जब एंड में हम लोग आएंगे तो आई एम गोइंग टू आस्क यू क्वेश्चंस एज वेल, लाइक यू नीड टू स्पीक. So there will be a practice of spoken English of yours. Ultimately, when you will appear for the interviews, like अगर कोई इंजीनियर की जॉब निकलती है and you will appear for the interview, you are supposed to appear in English only. There will not be any choice of other language. Okay, so we need to improve our spoken as well. That's also very important. Okay. All right, guys. Anything else?
No, sir.
ठीक है बेटा, ओके, मैंने अटेंडेंस आपकी ले ली थी. सो आपका आज का टॉपिक रहेगा मॉडिफायर एंड प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस. इसका लेक्चर मैं आपको उसमें पोस्ट कर दूंगा. और आपकी फाइल और असाइनमेंट्स हैं, जो ये आपके होमवर्क होता है, इसको साथ साथ में प्लीज़ कंप्लीट कर लो. ओके, थैंक यू सो मच.
Have a good day, sir.
हैव अ गुड डे.
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू बेटा. But don't send me assignments in WhatsApp. If you need to discuss something, we can discuss, but don't send me anything on WhatsApp. I'm not going to open in WhatsApp. You're supposed to submit into your classroom only. Whether you can send it through scan form or into the Google Docs. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.